What's going on, guys? Just kick my stand. It is, and I'm so bad at math, I've now lost track of how many days that makes it, but I think it was 30 in January, 28 in February. That makes it 58 plus 1. Where's it? 31. 31. So 59 plus 1. We're on 60. Episode 60, I think. All right, if anybody wants to help me with the math on that one, every day, the whole year so far until March 1st, I think that's 60 days, I think. Could be wrong. So we're going to talk about procrastination today. Look, as I've discussed before, guys, one of my biggest fucking things, period, is that I am a human being, man. I struggle with shit the same way as everybody else. I have different struggles, but I have struggles. You know what I mean? Everybody has a little bit different set of circumstances and a little bit different struggles, but really mostly they're the same stuff. And I think that I want to talk today about one of the most important and literally life, mind, spirit, and world-altering things, which is procrastination. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Chris? What's up, Taylor? Procrastination is something that personally I struggle with a lot, and I know from the outside in it doesn't look like it, but it's because I recognize that's a part of my personality, and because I recognize it's a part of my personality, I'm authentic with myself, I'm vulnerable with myself, and I try to compensate for that by just doing shit. If I have to be honest, I think it's something everybody struggles with, but I'm going to be really brutally honest with you guys. I struggle with fear a lot, okay? It's not something that comes easy to me. Literally, being brave requires by its very nature for it to be fucking scary, for it to be difficult. And one of the things I struggle with a lot personally has been to rely on my partner in a way that allows it to take some of the pressure off of me so that I can do the things that I do best and they can do the things that they do best. And, you know, big shout out to Lacey for continuing to reward my trust by behaving even better than I would have expected with the responsibilities I give her. But back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about how procrastination delayed that process because truly I was afraid that it would be mismanaged. Now, the thing is that because I was afraid of that, and without reason, because she's never given me a reason to, but, you know, based off of the PTSD of the past relationships, the way I have been dealt with when I've trusted people in the past who I probably should not have trusted because they didn't give me good reason to trust them, I have had to reevaluate my trust system in my life because I procrastinate trusting people majorly, okay? Let's just get into it, guys. But here's the thing. So I was afraid that if I trusted my partner with some important things to me, you know, some of the money management, some of the management of how to deal with the kids and how to, you know, do this, that, and the other, that it would be mismanaged. But here's the crazy part. Me trying to carry it all by myself was, first of all, a fucking lie because I can't. Nobody can carry everything on their own. No man is an island. That means so many different things. I could do a whole talk on just that. But what I do want to say to you today is that I drop things personally in my life when I don't let people help me. The truth is, there's people out there that really do want the best for you, and you need to keep those motherfuckers close. Big shout out to Lacey. I fucking love you, honey. There's a whole bunch of people that I'm recognizing more and more and more that I should be relying on more. But the thing is that when I thought the point to rely on them came, I didn't because I was afraid that they wouldn't do it how I wanted. I was afraid that maybe they would just mismanage it. Honestly, there was this little part of me that was afraid they'd just fuck me over or do something fucked up to me. But crazy part, again, like I said, procrastination is a fear-based action, all right? And I was afraid of what might happen, so I didn't turn over control. But here's the fucking reality, guys. You don't have control over fucking anything but what you do. And you barely have control over that. For fucking real. How many times have you done something you didn't want to do and the whole time you're like, why am I doing this? Or not done something you know you did want to do or needed to do and you were thinking, why am I fucking doing this? Because you don't have as much control over you as you'd like to think you do. For me, I get out of myself in these moments by writing my letters to God. Literally, I'm going to preach this to the day I die. And the people that like are on my team, that are on the coaching program as it gets ramped back up, I will tell every fucking one of you all the time, write a letter to God every day. Just write a fucking letter to God. Pour it out. Talk about it. I'm struggling with this. I need help. I give it to you, Lord. I have this resentment. I give it to you, Lord. I have this struggle. I have this concern, this fear. I give it to you, Lord, for God did not give you a spirit of fear. Look, I have goosebumps again. And today before I started, I was like, God, I give you my fucking mouth. Please speak to your people. Help me be as authentic as I can be. Help me talk about my struggles in a way that other people can relate to. And I hope that it's working. It feels like it is because I feel a connection even through this internet device. I can feel a connection that people are like, fucking damn. And I'm going to ask you some questions here real quickly, and I need you guys to answer to yourselves. You can comment the answers too if you want to get authentic, vulnerable, put it out there, because when you do that, it kind of forces you to change a little bit more. So I do encourage that, all right? But, do you have fitness goals? Like Chris here has had some fitness goals for the last year, and she's been fucking crushing it. I saw some progress photos the other day in a group chat for my other coaching clients and stuff. And for real, it was fucking remarkable. I was pretty blown the fuck away. It was awesome. But I can tell you, if you ask her or if you ask me, how do you get in shape? There's no singular one way to do that, guys. There is no one way to do that. But it all happens in a straight line. It all happens. Commitment happens in a straight line. The reason why people stop their fitness goals, really, in truth, in my opinion, is not because they're too busy, because really when we have priorities, we will make it a priority. It's not because it's not working. It's not because of some outside circumstance. Most of the time, it's because it's not having the desired result fast enough, or that realistically speaking, that there might be a different motivation in there that's behind that than just getting healthy. When you're committed to yourself, you want to do it more. And the thing is I've started to realize in a major level that my commitment to my fitness is directly tied to so much else in my life that it is fucking absolutely terrifying sometimes for me to realize how much fucking work it's gonna take. Guys, I used to be a fucking addict. If that's not the type of person that seeks immediate results and instant gratification, nobody fucking is. All right? And like Chris says, no, it's day after day. Good choices constantly. I reached out to Aaron to get ideas on strength training. Fuck yeah, look at that. Do you understand the level of vulnerability it takes to reach out to somebody and ask them for help? It's major. That's why the people that are on my coaching program are so amazing to me. That's why it's so awesome to see people get out of themselves and just reach out and talk. And get motivated and then lose it because I make excuses. Look, honey, I get it. I get it too, because what happens is every time I make an excuse, it gets easier to make it again. And it gets easier to make it again. And it gets easier to make it again. But the thing is that like what my fear is in those moments is that I'm gonna have to put in, and this, like when I say it like this, it sounds so fucking lame, but it's real. I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to put in so much fucking work and I might not see the result that I want. But first of all, A, that's life. You're not guaranteed anything. B, you'll probably get the result if you stay committed long enough. I think that despite the fact that I'm still rocking the belly a little bit, the amount of size I've put on in just the last like 6 months of consistent working out, training, going to the doctors, taking care of the diet and stuff like that is obvious. Like when I look at videos of me, I just posted a video of me a year ago when I was in the middle of one of the most difficult times of my fucking life. Today is the anniversary of the day before Cassie died, by the way, too. And I had just gotten the news that I was going to get this shot. And that was after having been broken up with, being homeless, blah, 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 blah. You guys know the story, all right? And I looked at myself and I was like, holy fuck, that guy is like 180 pounds. I'd lost like 25 pounds in 2 weeks from just not eating. All right. I see the difference in my frame, the difference in my life, the difference in everything that I have based off of commitment. But here's the crazy part. I didn't struggle at all for commitment at that point in my life. Real talk. I didn't struggle even a little bit. I never second guessed the fact that I had to work as hard as I did. I never second guessed the fact that I had to do the things I had to do. Why? I had no fucking choice. Despite my best attempts at trying to make a life with her, despite my best attempts at getting clean, which I stayed clean, and despite my best attempts at doing what I thought was all the right things to do as a family man, it all crumbled, it all fell out from underneath me, and I was left with one choice. Grind it the fuck out. I guess two choices. Grind it the fuck out or give it the fuck up. And I wasn't willing to give up. My warrior spirit tells me, get stuck in those moments. And the thing is that I was stuck in from the instant it happened. The struggle found me, and before I knew it, I had been dropped into the middle of a fucking combat zone, and I was fighting for my fucking life. I was fighting for my ability to stay clean. I was fighting for my ability to not want to hurt myself. I was fighting for every singular aspect of my fucking life. Because as an addict, you know, if you guys are addicts or have struggled with that stuff, you know how close and how easy it can be when you hit those fucking walls like that for you just to turn and go back to the old way of life, which is basically death while you're still alive if you don't die from doing it. But I've had more struggle with my commitment since I've become successful than I ever did in those moments. But here's the thing. We must inflict adversity on ourselves. We must find the uncomfortable things and do them. Me, I love to talk to people. I love to talk to people. My goal this week, talk less, do more. Choose more action over sitting around and shooting the shit. Now, I'm not saying I can't shoot the shit with people a little bit, but I need to cut it back in such a way that I can do something more effective with my time. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the 80-20 concept. 80% of the work produces 20% of the results. 20% of the work produces 80% of the results. And that means that I need to spend more time doing the 20%, which is action-based, and less time doing the 80%, so I can see more results. I know that Aaron, he's in the comment section right now. He's in the live right now. I'm sure he can literally speak volumes on how important this rule is. That you could do 80% of the exercises and it doesn't matter if the 20% of your diet isn't in order. That you can do 80% of the diet, but if the massive important 20% of the types of exercises you do isn't on point, you could go in and do a shitload of exercises every fucking day, but if you're not targeting specific things, you're not fucking really doing anything but spinning your tires. And I can say that as a businessman, I can say that as an artist, I can say that as a million different things, man. Like, I want to do all the things. I have a million projects in the fire at any time. And my goal for this next year is to reduce the amount of small ass, non-important projects and put the big ones in the fire instead. And put energy into those things. But the thing is, the reason why this is a procrastination talk is because it's easy to work on the little things because I know I'll be successful. It's hard to work on the big things because it requires faith. God wouldn't fucking call me to do the things he's calling me to do if he wasn't going to fucking deliver. But he won't if I don't have the faith to do it. Look, real true faith carries around a pick and a shovel. The faith to move mountains carries around a pick and a fucking shovel because it understands that anything is possible through faith in our Creator, through faith in ourselves, and through faith that it will all work out probably better than we could have planned if we just continue to be the correct person for the correct time and the correct situation, which is you. Which is you. And that means that you have to learn to mitigate the difficult parts and to also propagate the good parts. That means to reduce the fucking shitty things in your personality and to grow the big things, the good, important things. All right? And so, what the fuck are you procrastinating on today? What are you afraid of that if you do, you might fail? What is, as Lacey pointed out, what is the instant results you want right now that you're struggling with that you know you could change if you changed a few behaviors? a few behaviors that might be comfort-based. Literally, I'll be brutally honest, man. I fucked my diet off bad last night. I was doing super good this week, and I was just feeling fucking super, super, super tired, and I just had no fucking energy, and I fucking crammed about fucking 1,500 calories into 10 minutes and crashed the fuck out, and I woke up feeling lethargic and tired. And I knew exactly why I woke up feeling that way immediately. But because I knew it was choices I made, instead of making another excuse for another failure because of a small setback or a small slip up, I continued to move forward. You're not going to be perfect. I hear a lot of people talk about they never miss, they never, fail, they never whatever. Everybody has certain aspects of their life that they are fucking consistent as fuck in. And everybody has certain aspects of their life that they are inconsistent in. And the fucking reality is that all of us need to do that. We all need to learn what we're good at and what we're bad at. And as Lacey pointed out, for real, like, I don't fucking have dreams that I remember, but I fucking had a horrible dream last night. And it was, I'm going to say it was literally, it was on the tail of all that fucking shit food I ate. Luckily enough, we have the meals already prepped in here. I'm pretty stoked about that. It makes it a lot easier to eat healthy while I'm here. I just probably should get a bunch of them at home too, so it's easy to microwave that motherfucker and eat it. But for real, guys, everything that is of fear is not of God, and everything that is of love is of God. Love is an action word. Gratitude is a fucking action word. You need to work. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. That means that literally any time you spend not doing something is time that you're spending creating excuses for something later on. Anytime that you're not doing something is time that you're spending reinforcing the idea in your head that it's okay to remain stagnant. Okay, nothing is static. There's no such thing as static. There's no stasis in the universe anywhere. Everything is in decay or it is in growth. It's all a fucking wavelength. There's nothing that's just like that, right? Except for God, So what I'm inviting you to do today, guys, is to really just get some fucking action. Just start fucking crushing it out. Boom, 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 boom. And just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Don't stop the momentum. Make your life one continuous state of flow state to flow state to flow state. You'll know when you're in flow state when you're not sitting around thinking about the past or the future. Flow state is the only time in my life that I ever experienced real true inner peace, which means that I have found the moment that I'm currently living in by taking action on the moment. Hey guys, I'm not saying that you can solve every problem in your life with action, but I can say that you can find a massive amount of peace of mind for it. And the reality is, honestly, with the correct action, you absolutely can. I love y'all. Take a minute today. Take some inventory. What are you waiting on? Hope it's not you. I love you.